Hello and welcome. The men's world #1 tennis player Novak Djokovic has begun his appeal against his deportation from Australia. The government says that Djokovic, who hasn't had a COVID jab, is a threat to public order and might foster anti-vaccination sentiment. His lawyers say the decision to throw him out of the country is irrational. Djokovic still hopes to begin defending his Australian Open title on Monday. Judges from the Australian Federal Court are hearing the appeal via video link. Our correspondent Phil Mercer is outside the court in Melbourne.
In a day's time, the Australian Open, the first Grand Slam of the year, will get underway. Novak Djokovic is still the top seed and is scheduled to play his opening round match against, ironically, a fellow Serb on Monday as well. So time is of the essence. We know that Novak Djokovic left a detention hotel not too far from here earlier this morning. He was placed back into immigration detention on about 24 hours ago because of this cancellation of his visa. We understand that Novak Djokovic is following proceedings at his lawyer's office, so he should know sometime today whether he's free to compete in the Australian Open or will be forced to be deported from Australia.
And obviously Novak Djokovic has had his supporters throughout all of this there in Australia, but how would you sum up the majority of the public mood right now, Phil?
There are a handful of Novak Djokovic's supporters. Many Serbian Australians have rallied to the cause. Some of them are here today. They are following proceedings online on their phones, and having spoken to a couple of them a few minutes ago, they say they are confident that their hero will be exonerated, that his visa will be reinstated and that he will be allowed to play. As for the broader Australian population, a country of 25 million people, various online polls have shown that the majority of people want to see Novak Djokovic expelled from this country. Australia has high rates of vaccination, but also very high rates of COVID-19 infection. We're seeing tens of thousands of new infections being reported every day in this country. This is uncharted territory throughout the pandemic for Australia. This is a nervous, uncertain time, and many Australians believe that here we have an unvaccinated tennis player who's come into the country, in their opinion, flouting the rules, and they want to see him gone. Not everyone agrees with that, of course. Some believe that Novak Djokovic has been treated very unfairly, but the real decision that matters, of course, for today's and for the Australian Open is the decision by the full court of the Federal Court here in Australia, deciding whether his visa should be reinstated or he'll be on his way back home.
Phil Mercer reporting. In the United States, the FBI